There we go. Hello, everyone. It is Thursday. I think it's Thursday. The days are blending in together. January 14th, 2016. I'm Dentral. We are still playing Final Fantasy XI Online. We were this close. Taking a night off tonight. Not feeling that hot. I think 10 days in a row working with at least another 12 days ahead of me. Starting to take its toll. Reminded me I'm not as young as I used to be. It's Lanos Rep. Good evening, sir. Happy Thursday. Anyways, this broadcast not going to be all that exciting. I was going to do another abyssea. I'm like, not feeling up to it. So, we're just going to do something real nice, real simple, make a little money. We're going to go Northern Sandoria and we're going to get Signet and all that fun stuff. Pick up Dent. Trade in all our, uh-oh. Lanos Rep is happy. Did you finish your knuckles, sir? Under the impression you might have. I need to invite Dent to the party. Before I forget to do so. Search. Oh, Dentral. There he is. Invite. Grab this controller here. Click that button there. Hit the join button. Like we got a Beastmaster in the party. Alright. We'll grab Signet. Come this way, sir. Alright, I'll try that again. Follow. There we go. Now, someone is letting me borrow the last 12 hundreds I need. That is awesome. Get to pay them back with interest, like, you know. I'll borrow 12 and pay back 14 or something like that. So it just jot up to the top of Castle O and I got it. Congratulations. Kind of looking forward to that. Alright, would you cast Signet on me? Yes, cast Signet. Signet away. Then, might as well get Signet too. Good evening. Hello, fish. Happy Thursday. Cast Signet on me. Yep. Alright. What I need to remember to do before we duck into Dynamis, because we don't have a whole lot of inventory slots. I know I could toss a ton of inventory out. A lot of it's just Dynamis gear that we don't necessarily need. Actually, just go and do that. View house, Mog sack. Go and pick up 6 and 12. It's too many Moogle slips. I'll admit that. I have too many Moogle slips right now. And actually, go ahead and move these crystals over here. Move those crystals over there. There. And some there. Actually, there's a whole lot of stuff we can toss or move. Look at that. One more free slot. Nope. Comes and misses. We all hear at the door. Is that a doggy? Should all check out my girlfriend's phone. It is so old.
Shut up!
Hey everyone. How did the buburimu trip go? Not too bad, not too bad. We didn't even spend a full 2 hours in there last night, but we got about 300-ish plus bronze pieces, so that's pretty good. Oh, that's right. Everybody's in red on my screen tonight. It's all blurring together, except Fish. Fish stands out.
You can pick the color you want here.
Probably.
At least that's what I remember.
No, mine seems to be random every time I log into it. But,
So it's maybe like pink or
yeah. Anyway, if you missed the very beginning of the broadcast, I'm like feeling slightly under the weather. I don't think I'm sick. I think I'm just fatigued. That's a good word. Definitely that. So it's gonna be a quiet broadcast, to say the least. I'm pretty sure I've got all this gear already on storage. Nope, never mind. We got a new pair of Valor Gauntlets. Happy day there. That's the same phone Fred Flintstone uses. Going to upgrade that dinosaur. bought her that dinosaur. It was the decision whether or not get her a new phone for Christmas or not. Decided not. Maybe next year. Alright, so let's take the tights. That's not Dynamis gear, and that is, and Koga, and should have all these accessories. Should have all 3 of those items too. Oh, nope, never mind. Yay, more pup gear. Alright, and let's go and put the -1s on there too. Because, uh-oh. Did we disconnect? Kinda looks like we did. Let's see what the thing is saying. Nope, looks like it's... Oh, never mind. It did freeze up a little bit. But it seems to have fixed itself. There we go. Maybe it did, maybe it did. If you bought it, could have bought that T-Rex. Well, when we bought it, you know, I think it was still cheap back then. I don't think I got the cheapest phone that Verizon had for sale that day. I think I got like the second cheapest. Because, you know, I'd have lost it. She didn't have one, and this way I was able to, you know, text her whenever I wanted. Alright, so pair of Mirage Bazoo bands in storage. Let's go ahead and put the rest in here. Log sec. You know, this is exactly, yeah, that's right. Shove that in there. That in there. That leaves about almost 30 slots-ish. And then another 20-ish on dent. I still haven't decided if we're going to, actually, we do have 2 stacks of milk carps on us. We can trade those in too. All these things to free up inventory without actually just tossing inventory, because we're cheap and funny like that. I do have a self-bred Chocosaurus. It's effing huge. When I call it, it always amazes me how big he is. Nice. I was reading on my phone during lunch today the Natural History Museum in New York. I think it's the Natural History Museum. They're putting a new dinosaur in. It's 112 or 120 feet long. I don't know what that is in metric for all those who do the metric system. I'm Texan. Travel to another home point, current region, Port Sandy. Let's do home point number 1 that's closest to the Fishing Brothers. And it's so big that they could barely fit the hips through the garage door. And they had to actually take a chainsaw to some of the older dinosaurs to make space for it. And I felt kind of bad for it. I mean, they can be put back together and they're going to get loaned out to other museums and that kind of thing, but it was just, you know, I don't know. If you ever go to New York, you should swing by the Natural History Museum and check out their new dinosaur. It's supposed to be really, really, what was it called? It's called a Titanosaur? It's a big herbivore, I guess kind of like a Brontosaurus Rex, except, you know, bigger. It's from Argentina. I think that's right. Sounds about right. Alright, so we're going to click that there. How many fish does this get us up to now? You've collected 882 carps for Julie. Those two, so feverish are they in their devotion to the art of fishing that they lose count of their haul of fish and have to start over from the beginning. Oh, that's crazy. Don't tell the dino that. Might stop talking to you. Give you the bone shoulder. Its legs, its hind legs, are 17 feet tall. 17 feet, just the legs. And it's so tall that they can't have it standing straight up. It's actually crouched, like it's getting ready to sit on its hindquarters. And let me just say, you know, maybe it's a little too big for a museum, but you never know. Let's just undercut just a little bit. I don't think these are going to stay 4K for very long. Do you have anything else you can sell? You do, but here we go. Stick that on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are almost done in Sandy, people. Almost. Not quite. Would be awesome to see those things alive and watch from a safe spot. How many things scientists got wrong when you see how they act. I mean, yeah. For all we know, they could be pink with white polka dots and feathers and be like a Dr. Seuss thing, you know, like, wow, you really got it wrong. But I doubt it. Let's do Sandoria, let's do Southern Sandy by the entrance. Yes, please. We're going to trade in some of our currencies for Sparks gear and, not Sparks gear, but Scepters. Oh goodness, now that I think about it, I don't exactly know what to purchase right now. We'll figure it out. Alright, just waiting for the NPC to load here. Actually, let's talk to this one first while all my inventory gets loaded on here. I want some items, and let's get some refractive crystals, because those always sell. How many are we allowed? Looks like we just had enough for one, so okay. How's the Aegis trip going? We are about 40% away from our 10,000 coins, so 40,000 coins, or 40 silver pieces, I believe is what I counted today. We're going to try and double down and see if we can get 43 to 45 by the end of the broadcast. There we go. 40 silver pieces. We got 100 bine and a jade shell for, I don't know, stuffs. And then there we go. Well, we've already started on chapter 8, so let's go ahead and get some more chapter 8s. And when we get 8 of those, we'll go and upgrade a 7, 8, 9. It would be hands, if I remember correctly. Actually, somebody just destroyed their Nintendo DS stylus. The only 2. Sorry. A Cinequil. Do you have enough? I kind of think you don't. You do not possess enough sparks of eminence to complete the transaction. So it will. I will be done this week. Oh, that is kick-ass. Dan, how you doing on sparks? You're not getting ready to cap out. I seriously doubt it. Plus 69k in Unity accolades. We can use that to our advantage. No, that was the correct response. Let's go into Southern Sandoria, you too, Dan. Come on. Travel to another home point. Current region. Southern Sandy. By the entrance. Yes, please. Who misses menu-based games? All that just to go one zone over. We still haven't zoned. Come on, Dent. You can do it. I've got faith in you. Alright, there's the Amon Reclaimer. And has anybody actually been able to trade any equipment to the Amon Reclaimer to get any points or anything? I've traded a bunch of different things. EX rare stuff, non-EX rare stuff. You won't take any of it. Good thing, too, started to have nightmares about nightmare mobs. I haven't gotten that bad yet. Actually, there's only one... Congratulations on 86 Geofish. There's only one game that I've ever had a nightmare. One game series that has given me nightmares. That's what I wanted to say. And it was Silent Hill 2. And I don't know if it was necessarily a nightmare. I think I just woke up and the room was completely black, but I had this feeling that you just know somebody is standing over you, staring down at you in the dark, watching you. And it was Pyramid Head, and I just knew that he was there. And I was just lying in bed going, if you don't move, if you don't breathe, he'll go away. And that's all I remember. I guess he went away. Trade. We're going to trade over our refractive crystals to Cyndaquil, and I don't think that's going to be enough for her to get a full stack of 12. Probably be one short. Let's see here. Yep, one short. Oh well. We'll get it next time. Pyramid Head. Let me see if I can find a photo, because Lanos Rep doesn't play the Final Fantasy scary games. I gotta switch this over to monitor capture though. And we're going to open up the Internet Explorer window. And then we're going to just type in Pyramid Head. And then images. And let's say a good one. Yeah, this probably gets the description across. We got a... I don't know how well you can see it, but this guy, he's got a really big sword, and he's really slow swinging it, and he has a lot of health. He's really difficult to damage and that kind of thing. Real easy to dodge, but yeah. Creepy. He can show up anywhere. I'm going to turn this off right here. Monitor capture. Illuminati confirmed. I all seen eyes. I know first movie was good, second was just okay. As far as video game movies go, I think the first Silent Hill movie was awesome. It kept to the way the games were doing. I can't think of words to that. I'm sorry. Watching it was kind of like playing Silent Hill. As close as you can get that into a movie medium. Was it perfect? No. Was it a great movie? Yeah. Was it scary? No. I see what they were trying to do in the sequel, because you have some really weird stories going on in Silent Hill. And what it really looked like to me is, spoilers here, that they were really setting up the third movie to be all about Silent Hill 2 with James looking for his wife. And if they go that route, oh my god. What a way to actually end a trilogy. But the second was better than the live-action Dragon Ball Z. That's not saying much. This is true. It's not. But the second one was in 3D, and me and a friend watched it in theaters, and there was this one actress who was, for all intents and purposes, I think she was topless. She wasn't greatly endowed. It wasn't even anything sexual. She was just being turned into a mannequin, and the main protagonist, her body was pretty much blocking all the juicy bits, but since it was a 3D movie, both my friend and I were kind of doing this number, thinking that we could see around protagonist. No. You can't, but oh well. Mario Brothers was a horrible movie. Was it the worst video game movie? I don't know. I mean, there's some really bad video game movies. Mario Brothers was memorable. Had some really good actors in that one too, which I don't even know where we're going now. Now I do. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the books up, and let's go ahead and try Buburimu again. Probably be like 6 players all at the same camp that we went. Street Fighter was bad. Then, really? You turned around? Who said you could turn around? I mean, if anything, you should have... Oh, you can get Dendril sometimes. Where they auto-follow. The Dead or Alive movie was meh. About so much of it. We were drinking that night too. Surprise. Towards the end, where I don't even remember what they were doing, but there was a map, and it was either satellites or they were launching missiles or a combination of both. I don't remember, but we froze the movie, and I think it was my idea to freeze the movie. It's like, freeze the movie. we can use that map to triangulate wherever the island is, and I don't even remember the name of the guy who owns the island. He was the one in the Teletubby outfit with a little dongle thing on his head. There's some bad movies. And that was probably the most memorable part, was a bunch of guys in front of the flat screen pointing out different islands on the map. It was like, no, this is America Samoa, so this one, Hawaii is over here, and we got this over here, and it was like, probably spent 5 to 10 minutes trying to figure out which island the Dead or Alive island was on. Top 3 RPGs for the Super NES. Can't say Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3. Oh, you said Super NES. So you can't count 1. Oh, 2? We got, well, 4 if you want to be, I just ran past the book. I had a lot of fun with 4. Too short, though. It was only 24 hours long. Secret of Mana is one of the best, never played of them. Final Fantasy 3, Chrono Trigger, and Earthbound. Everybody says awesome things about Earthbound. I've never played it. That being said, Super NES came out around the same time that I was in high school, so I didn't spend a lot of time playing games. I was more interested in girls, and I don't know if I could go back and do it all over again. Original release areas, we want Fulcrum. No. Actually, screw the survival guides. Sorry. Language, I know. Follow. Home point. We're gonna do Mahara, that's faster. We want buburimu. Where's it? Kolshushu. I think it is Kolshushu. There you go. Mahara. Home point number 1. Yes, please. Oh my god, didn't get an SCNS emulator and play Earthbound. I just might do that. Though, does anybody know if Nintendo has Earthbound for the virtual store? I know I could look that up. Traveling to another home point. I'm looking for Kolshushu, which is just there, Mahara, and home point number 1. I've had that happen on the Advent Children version of One Wicked Angel Ultimate Score. They're playing Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm. If you don't know, it's like the music game for Final Fantasy, and guy was playing earlier, and his stylus broke during a boss battle. Yes, they do. I take back Trigger. Mario RPG. There goes the voice. Trigger blows Mario RPG out of the water. Oh! Uh-oh. I've heard good things about both. See, 2 weeks ago we were writing down animes that Dent must watch, and now it's RPGs that Dent must play. You have to remember, though, any RPGs that I have to stop, or I have to start playing, takes me away from Aegis. I mean, sure, it's possible that I could play both at the same time, but who's going to control Dent? Can I do it well? Probably. Come on, Dent. So slow. He's not that slow. Get a Nintendo DS. We have several. Well, I mean, I'm a Pokemon player, but that's pretty much all I play on Nintendo are the Pokemon titles. And really, it's like the only times that we ever bought a new handheld was just so that we could play the Pokemon games. And side note, so much nerd rage right now in the Pokemon community for the video game championships. VGC is what I call it. They're actually going to start charging admission fees of, get this, $20, and nerds are raging. This is ridiculous. We already have to spend hundreds of dollars on our consoles and our games, and now Nintendo is being so cheap that they expect us to pay to play. ridiculous. And a lot of players are wanting to boycott all Nintendo titles and blah blah this and blah blah that. And I'm like, they almost had a terrorist attack at the World Championships last year. $20 a player can buy a lot of security, and I think Nintendo probably wants a lot of security now. I would want a lot of security, especially if you have a couple rednecks with guns showing up because they couldn't qualify for World. Sorry, rednecks. I'm in Texas. I can kind of associate myself with that and this, that, and the other. But seriously, people, when you go to a Pokemon Championship, leave your guns behind. Trigger is good, don't get me wrong, but Mario RPG is one of a kind. Indeed, you need to equip that one Focus Me. Aegis does not come out of thin air, yeah. Only Super NES game I have left are Final Fantasy III. I already explained how I bought that at a garage sale for $1. Trigger, Mario RPG, Link to the Past, and Earthbound. I don't know where my Super NES is. My sister probably pawned it, but who knows? Maybe she didn't. She could have gotten, like, what, $1 for it? Decisions. Let's go with Koromaru. Yeah, Koromaru's good. And then we'll go and get Utada. We'll get an XP bonus. And then finally, what are we missing? 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try Objong for a change. I don't think we're going to be too awesome with them, but you never know. Alright, so now we're going to do Spectral Jig here. Go ahead and get the kitty cat out and get a Spectral Jig going here too. Might as well equip the Trizec ring. Be using that in a little bit. Alright, follow. Spectral Jig and assist. Now, if anybody cares, I don't think $20 to participate in a championship event is too much. Considering the fact that you're probably going to be spending several $100s traveling over there to begin with, and hotel, gasoline, airfare, whatever. 20 bucks is like lunch or two. Trusts are getting out of hand. I have so many. Lanos, do you know which trusts are good to proc in Dynamis? I just got Lose Off. He procced a few times, but still meh. I think most of the trust NPCs are kind of meh. And yes, they are like a Pokédex. And that's the main reason why I keep... You know, you got your team. You got your set dudes that you're always playing with. But it doesn't stop you from... Gotta catch them all. Do I have all of them? No. Do I have close to all of them? No. I think I've got more than half. Manifest icon. I'm doing this the hard way. I should be using the map. Right. So, start running over here, and hopefully we won't run into a tree. Dancer ones and a warrior. Maybe samurai, but no, probably not. Wide scan. Adamant King effigy. Nope. Nope. Manifest icon. See, this is what I was doing that one time I was running through the orc camp without invisibility. And the orcs were like, "You just ran right past us." Alright, so we going northish. Yep. Dent, you still with us? Yep. I'm using Gilgamesh, Koromaru, Karaha, Baruha, Raw, he's good, and Zeed, 2 for my XP party. Zeed stuns and does some okay DPS. There we go, Animate King. Oh, that's the 10-minute one. T-Virus. I think that's how you say it. Uh-oh, we're losing Sneak and Invis already. Manifest icon. I'm not seeing them. Just close, far enough away. I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna drop Sneak and recast it. The same thing on Dent. Recast. I have Lilith 2, but she doesn't do steps. Yeah, Lilith 1's better. And Rahul, what I use personally is Trion, Lilith, Shantoto 2, Karu, and Cherokee. Gruha Baruha is a beast. Excuse me, White Mage. Here, I always thought he was a DPS. Not exactly true. I kind of knew he wasn't. I'm gonna see if we can find the goblin statue. I'm not seeing the goblin statue. Armorer. Doodad. Go ahead and just check the wide scan real quick here. Goblin statue is usually at the bottom of the map, or the wide scan. But not on this map. Alright. Nope. Replica, nope. 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 Okay. Well, it doesn't look like the 20-minute time extension's on the east coast of the map, so it's probably going to be over in the orc camp. Sometimes happens. But we'll get through it. Unless he's over here, but... And still with us, he is. Low responses, sorry. Hacking Castle Low security system. Oh. I don't miss that. I've done it twice. Might have done it 3 times. Probably have done it more than that. There have been times that I wasn't the one hacking it. I was just had my character sitting on there and somebody else was hacking it for me, and yeah. There's an effigy. Where's the image? Oh yeah! We got Dent killed by a summoner last night. That was awesome. We just started... There's an idol. It's not the one we were wanting, but let's go ahead and get it since we found it. But, to be honest, not sure about Lose Off. He can weapon skill for 5k damage, which kills a mob before you can proc it. Well, we don't use our DPS too often. I mean, it's pretty bad when Poltada, the Corsair, kills the dudes before you're ready for them to be killed, but... Alright, I'm gonna hit this way. Map. Wide scan, we're looking for the Adamant King image. There's the goblin stone. Oh, that's not the goblin statue you're looking for. Dang it. There. Be like almost right in front of us. Instead, it's gonna be around all these dudes. We're gonna end up pulling the entire zone. Okay, we can handle it. Comes a monk. Well, maybe not. We're just... Maybe they're afraid of us. Probably. You want to use a warrior and a dancer to help proc, but you will be the one doing most of the procking. We'll agree with that. Alright. So we've gotten Quaidov and bird people. Goblin statue is probably up on this little itty-bitty plateau. We'll go and get that. And then we'll go and grab the War Chief tombstone. That's right, that's what it's called. There's the statue. Some days mobs just don't want to be procced. It's weird, yeah. And sometimes they proc, you know, just as you target them. Like, feels like they proc themselves. And sometimes Kitty just makes goblin statues fall over. Notice that they are harder to proc on Dark's Day. I've never bothered to look at the day of the week to see if that has any effect. I'm just more focused on, you know, what can we min and max, you know. For a while I was doing on Paladin with a thief trust for treasure hunter, and there was a noticeable decrease in drops I will admit that. But it wasn't anything that terrible. And I'm willing to bet that the NPC, the other player in here, is going to be at the exact same camp that we're headed to. Alright. We got, looks like, Dark Knight, aggro. Kitty pulled the aggro off me. Thanks, Kitty. Might as well go ahead and try and proc this with, let's do Waspine. Oh, never mind. Killed it. Oopsie. Should have used Aeolin Edge, but oh well. Alright, so that's 4 out of 5 time extensions. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We just need to find the 20-minute, which should be over here in the next orc camp. Unless I just completely and totally missed it. When I was looking in here earlier, I noticed it was a different player in the zone. It wasn't Scythe. Hopefully he won't mind me moving into this camp for a little while. There's the War Chief Tombstone. And an assist going here. Security breached. Summon the High Priest. I had a suspicion it had something to do with days and moon phases, but thought I must be crazy to think about it. I don't think you're crazy to think about it. Square Enix may think you're crazy to think about it. And how come nobody's casting cure spells on me, Korumaru? I mean, what's up with that? I'm gonna dismiss Korumaru and bring out Cherokiki or somebody. I did hit the kill button, didn't I? Alright, let's go ahead and turn auto follow off. Go ahead and get some stronger weapons here and yeah, that should be fine. Alright, now let's get auto follow back on. Didn't kill stuffs here. Oh, we are under attack. I kind of thought we were. Alright. Gonna change anything now? Incoming astral flow. Korumaru is red mage, yes. But he can cast cure, especially when I'm down to 800 HP. I mean, what had happened if this predator had decided to use Eagle Eye Shot then? It would have probably only done like 200 points of damage, but you never know. Alright, there's a grappler, it's a foot soldier. Let's go ahead and get the grappler first while we're building TP, and then we'll try an Aeolin Edge on the foot soldier and see how that goes. Taking so much damage. Hey, we got another parrying skill up. Did that cap it? That would be awesome if it did. No. Oh, ta-da! What's wrong with you? It's more like 100 misses. Abilities, weapon skills, Aeolin Edge. Alright, we procced one of them. And then got a merit point. Oh, that's what we forgot to do. Forgot to cash in our merit point. Oh well. Kitty's taking a beating. Kitty, put the beat down. I don't think I've got enough TP. Oh, I do have enough TP. This is so awesome. Try another Aeolin Edge. No luck. Alright. Followed up with a kill. And some more of my DQ. Something about fountain drinks. I'm probably used to my sodas being flat, but they certainly do taste different from the fountain. I'm gonna just hit the kill button, see who he takes out accidentally. I'm hoping the white mage. Really? Just the avatar? How lame is that, kitty? I mean, seriously. Alright, let's go and get a assist going here, and button there, and... maybe Avjong will be able to proc it with a magic attack, but... nope. No such luck. And a forgotten step. Here. I'm gonna get you, Vanguard Trooper. Oh, I really did get him. That's pretty kick-ass. Alright, follow it up with the kill button now. Before he uses Invincible. I think Troopers are the Paladins. Ta-da! And this is the way, which we're just going to kill. No benediction for you. And so a backstabber. No, it's a neck chopper. Why did it look like a backstabber? No idea. Abilities, weapon skill, Aeolin Edge, followed up with a kill. Tried last fight of Rhapsodies yesterday. That was fun. Forgot to convert the 100s into a 10k. Oh! That's too bad. Lannis, do you need one of us to warp out to your position using a Nexus mantle? Trade the coins. Actually, I don't think we can go in that way because of what you doing? Alright. Yeah, just don't wiggle anything, because that power button really likes to come out. Are you disconnected? Yeah. Oh, we're still connected. Well, the backstabber isn't. Backstabber DC. There's a Beastmaster, a little hawker. We're gonna go over there and ruin his day. So anyway, actually, Lenos, if we were on the same server, what I would do would be actually, I don't know if you can use the Nexus Mantle to get you into Castle O. There we go. Wondering if I was gonna stop running or not. Because what you could do then is have one player meet you up there, trade the coins over, then have another player, or then we're making it more complicated than it needs to be. Can't do that. Weapon skill, Aeolin Edge. Had no effect. Alright, we're just gonna kill that. And then we're gonna kill that. And then we're gonna stab that. And I guess I'm gonna use an erase to get rid of this bio. You can't use the Nexus in dungeons, which the Beastman's home cities. So that's the next thing we need to tell Square Enix to fix. Problem was Trust died too fast and his AoE absorbs the HP, yeah. So thinking about going without Trust, Pet was doing pretty well, to be honest. I'm thinking when we do it, I'm going to definitely bring in Dent and to help out, and it's kind of what I'm leaning towards on Cyndaquil, that perhaps, maybe just maybe, we'll be able to live long enough to defeat the dude, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be an easy fight. That's for sure. Did he just get procced? Wow. I love it when we don't even try to proc them. Probably co-remote. Alright, Vexer. You got an angry army of players and their trust NPCs on you, and you're casting Aquavel. Anybody else surprised he's dead now? Your battles are so nice, mine get choppy. I don't know if it's because I'm on a laptop. Turned a lot of the effects off. Well, maybe it helps. Having I don't know, 13 gigs of RAM. Oh, is it 13? We have a lot of RAM, but... Oops, never mind. The dude is now dead. And we got another pair of Valor Gauntlets, so good luck, Paladin. I'm gonna go take after this grappler here with some job ability spam. Still took 25 minutes to drop. Oh, wait, did the last ROV fight with 6 people, 4 beasts, a healer, and a tank. Ooh. When I do, it's gonna take like 2 hours. Maybe 3 if we do it right. But... is it just it hits really hard, or... were you like rotating your, whatchamacallit, pets out so they weren't doing a whole, getting a whole bunch of damage? I don't even know what the dude is. I kind of suspect what it is. Oops. Oh shoot, this is where Dent's gonna die. Ability, weapon skill, heal and edge, quickly. Woo! That was close. I don't think we got anything for our troubles, but... I don't even know who has hate right now. Must be me. I got the lowest amount of HP. I was experimenting, to be honest. Still got him to 40% before I timed out. Oh, his AoE hurts. Alright. Then just take care of these guys for me. I mean, they're like multiplying like rabbits all of a sudden. The forgotten step for our trouble. Speaking of bunnies, we're wasting time on these guys. Weapon skill, ale and edge. Kind of feels like we're getting 100-fisted. Kind of feels like the monk is about to go down. Stayed out of range, just ran in to reward and ready. Yeah, that probably be the wise thing to do. Means that's not what we're gonna do. It's like we're gonna go in and feed them as much TP as possible. First, we need to improve everyone's gear quite a bit. We should be fighting bunnies right now. But we got held up with the orcs. Alright, and this is where we're going to find Scythe. Killing bunnies. Maybe. Or maybe not. Alright. Back button here, running over there. Gonna follow it up with spam. And a spam. And we got ourselves a proc. Gonna do a kill. Alright, yeah, but you gotta watch the HP of the healers as well. Could happen. Sucks that they actually got a time limit though. But, I don't know. I think it's probably Square Enix's way of going, well, we don't want this game taking up too much of your time. Alright, we couldn't get that one to proc for some reason. I'm probably just doing it wrong. Yeah, if Ultada continues to do too much DPS, then we're just gonna have to do something about Ultada. That's helpers, Dent, not healers. Oh, we got a job point. Guess you didn't notice. I saw a red mage solo it without trust. Some are so smart and plain. I lack so much experience. Red mages can be deadly. I think back at 75, red mage was really the only job I would worry about on a one-on-one job versus job type PvP experience. Black mage being the least worried, because let me rephrase it. Red mage was the only job that I would use 100 Fist against, because once red mage gets set up, they're damn near impossible to stop. It's just, if you let them set up, then you're SOL. But monk, on the other hand, you let a monk get 100 Fist off. Alright, that's it for the blizzard. Here's it for the coffee. We're under attack. Bunny's at the gates. Alright, there we go. Double ability spam here, double ability spam there. You would have to stem 2 hour red mage. I think red mage was a thing at 75 cap. I suppose so. Yeah. I mean, if geared properly, played well, monk subbing ninja could be an okay tank at 75. As long as you were fighting something that you could counter. And I always kept counter stance up after it reached a particular point. And it was never so much that I did it as a tanking type thing. It was more of a, I did it as a, I guess I pulled hate kind of thing, then I would be able to survive long enough for the tank to pull hate off. But, coffee already got cold. So sad. We're gonna move this off the screen there. Kinda looks like we got ourselves another Nightmare Bunny on us. Maybe he's just standing there. Nope, he's not just standing there. We're doing on time. Yep. Let me go ahead and turn all these names off. There we go. So much cleaner. If my Sapri are ready, so close, counter rate should be very cool. Never even thought of that. Yes, ma'am. Still disconnected. I wonder what your stuff is.
I'll stop.
Guess we're backing up a bit. Hit the kill button. Follow it up with this, and follow it up with that. Right. I'm not sure. I mean, Beastmaster is handy, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to keep that as dense main, which is the whole reason why I haven't upgraded any of his Beastmaster gear yet. I really want to improve his monk because it's dent. That being said, do you go after relic for dent, or do you go all out and do mythic? And can you do the mythic hand to hand with Puppet Master as well? And if that's a thing, and the 82-hour wait. And then I can get my... Ooh! In case I don't make it on tomorrow night, congratulations to both. I think it's going to be the case. I am suddenly getting very hot. Which must mean... Alano's kicking in. And I know I need to hit the kill button, but... I'm like straight-jacket right now. Sorry about that. Much cooler. I'm gonna run over here now and click this thing. What's up? The disc? I haven't watched it. Was it not in the box when you purchased it?
It was.
Okay. Bunny's gonna die. Yep, Bunny died. So sad. Oh, fish is taking off. Alright, good night, fish. Catch y'all tomorrow night. Someone's let me borrow the last 12. Now we can see. Alright. The missus' internet is down in the bedroom. The wireless. He wants me to turn off the modem and turn it back on, hoping that that will fix the problem. Chances are it probably will fix the problem. Problem is, we're in Dynamis. We're like, you know, the better priorities. So she's like, well, we'll just watch a movie. So she grabbed the Aliens Blu-ray DVD, opened it up, and it wasn't in there. And we're like, I didn't take it. I haven't watched it. I'm not a big Aliens fan. It's an okay movie, but, you know, just not the fan. And we go. We need to cure somebody. There we go. Dude's been cured. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna start getting this guy. Problem is, you don't reset it, you might get a peep misses. Not as peeped as she was last night. I shouldn't even. I'm not even gonna share that story because, yeah. But it's like one of those things when you think of all the bad luck that you've had the past several months. You know what else could go wrong? Last night took the cake. I was like, oh no. Maybe after a few days and we can laugh about it. Not that I think there'll ever be a time that we can laugh about it. You have nice in-game friends if they do that, Leno. It's... I mean... 12 buying bills, that's like... What? 6... silver pieces? Which is like, maybe, 3 days or 6 hours worth of farming. Come on. Proc. There we go. Kill. Whereas, you know, now you owe them a favor. They'll probably want to cash in on it someday. Nothing wrong with that. It's always good to be needed. I can count the number of times on one hand, actually, that I was requested for my monk in-game. And most of the times was for level cap stuff. Still, it's a trust issue. Yes, it is. And spam. More spam. There's some things, I mean, currency, money, gills, stuff that I can easily get back. I would loan that out. Or else I'll probably just give it away. There are some things, though, that I would not loan to other players. Stuff that's got sentimental value. Liu Shang's rod, for example. Wouldn't loan that out. I mean, look, you could break a Liu Shang's rod. So, the cross counters took me quite a while to get ready. Wouldn't loan that. Other things that are difficult to get now, like the Emperor's hairpin. Leaping boots. Is it called leaping boots? Not the bounty boost, not the EX rare version, but, you know. Most of the garrison gear, actually all the garrison gear I would not loan out. Or maybe I'm not as trusting as I thought I was, because none of the stuff that I want to loan has any value currently. Well, I mean, you can stick it on the auction house and sell it for some gills, sure. But it's not exactly a best-in-slot piece. Because they don't have level cap events anymore, really? Well, actually I think they do. But Garrison is probably still a level capped event. We should look into that, though. There might have been an update that we all just missed that, you know, oh, and we took the level cap off Garrison, so if you want to solo it at 99, go right ahead. It's like all the orcs show up and you hit an AoE ability and all the orcs fall down. It's like massive win. Wouldn't think that would be the case. But that would be neat. Yeah, we should definitely look into that. And if not, then, you know, just get killed. Probably do it on a dancer too. Actually, no, I don't think you can use dancer cures to cure the NPCs. I forgot about that. Only partied with them once, and they rarely even talked to them. Back when level cap was 75 and currency took a LS effort, we had to leader transfer server change name with all farmed currency, which was a lot. Oh yeah, the Safari spirit is Taru. That's awesome. Well, I mean, it's sad that, you know... That's right. There was the Wings of the Goddess cutscene that showed all the Hydra players in their relic gear. And I do remember the monk being a Taru Taru. Thief was also Taru Taru. I didn't realize it till just now. But I guess that little cutscene where they introduced them all, or just, they really didn't introduce it, they just all walked into the room at the same time. Here's your relic weapons. In the flesh. Oh, we need to watch that cutscene again. A spoiler alert. Well, yeah, I guess it is, but at the same time, you know... 14 years after the fact. Well, probably closer to 12. And kill. I hope it's procced. Well, even if it's not, it's dead now. Let's get the 2 on the right. Spam that. And we're gonna spam that. And see if I can actually even see it from this angle. This is a good angle. Just now we got Link. He'll be dead soon. It's Leonos! Happy Thursday! Everybody's getting relic tonight except, well, not everybody, but Leonos Rep I think just got his knuckles. Raven Wolf is really close. I still got a ways to go. We're getting closer. We still have quite a bit to do. We still need to farm a couple items in Dynamis Zarkabard. And we need to kill a dragon. And the satellite shield, I think it is. I'm not really worried about that, but it's still a thing. It still needs to be done. And then we need to trade our currency over. I guess that's it. No more? Yep. I don't know why we didn't proc that last one, but... Oldie well. I'm just gonna sneak up behind this one. We've only got 30 in-game minutes left. I got mad and logged off. Oh. I can't remember the last time I rage quit. I think it was when I was playing Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. I'm sure there's been other times I've raged quit. Can't think of it right now. We're gonna go and get this one here. Bam. And spam. And we're gonna spin around from behind. We're gonna... Might have to stream one of the trials this weekend. Okay. I would like to see that. I know I was looking at the trials for Aegis to upgrade it, and it looks like it starts out really quick. Oh, items from Zarkabard? Yeah. I would think the items from Zarkabard would be really easy. Almost as easy as, you know... No, that's not fair. I was about to say something about what happened to the misses last night, but no, can't let it slip. Pair of monster gloves -1. I think we both already have a pair of that. Prockety proc proc. Alright. Now we're gonna run over here. We're gonna tag this bunny over here. It's already after 1600, so I'm just gonna go and click kill. Maybe we'll get a Taru to get a magic proc, but I seriously doubt it. When you see 1, maybe 2 shouts and 7... Whoa. Yeah. We're gonna work our way over towards the orcs again. Alright, Dent made it through. We're gonna count coins real fast. See how many we've collected. 88 there. Items gonna be towards the bottom. 72 there. So we got less than an hour, and we got about, doing the math in my head, 1.5. Not great. Those are selling shouts. Wow. Spamming. Spamming. Leonis, I forget which server you're on. Wait. Trying to remember. It's at the tip of my tongue. But no, I forgot it. It's when I manage be able to solo ADL on Thief, I definitely stream that. Oh yeah. Oh no, we lost the Kokateco -1. So sad. Also, Link Shell not helping. Is it something that they could help, or they're in the middle of doing something else, or is it just one of those Link Shells that 99% of the time they're AFK bizarre? Val 4. That's right. Val 4. Now, how I forgot that. Well, I was going to hit the kill button, but I was worried we might accidentally kill the pet, and then somebody might get charmed. It doesn't look like that's going to happen now. We do need to take out this ranger. PC for chapters and a Void Walker Notorious monster. I would go Beast for ADL, just familiar, and then buffet. Yeah, once you do it on Thief for 2 times the drops. I'm gonna bring Dent, and he's gonna bring the cricket. And then we'll probably just keep doing what we're doing here, getting blown up by mobs that con too weak. Yeah. Did we never use our... We never used our Trizec ring. Be a noob. Oh no, it's a bard. I'm gonna have to cure myself, aren't I? Let's get Dent cured. Alright, there we go. over 1300 HP. I feel better now. Cricket is so awesome. So's Kitty. Very beefy. Alright, this, I think, is a Dragoon. In which case, use that one, and we're going to follow it up with that one. And, oh well. We're gonna leave Ovjang out for just a little while longer. I don't like being in the yellow though. Especially with the trouble we had last night. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and release you. Nothing personal. You're doing an awesome job. I actually prefer you over Koromoru, but... but we just need some cures. That's all. I've seen a dancer solo ADL. I've modified their method for thief. I'm just lacking the gear. I'm lacking gear. Well, might be able to pull something off, but we'll see. Need to be able to sneak attack Rudos for 15k. Yeah. It's not just gear that I'm missing. A lot of stuff. Oh, never mind. I was trying to wrap around this dude. Didn't happen. No point to trying to proc this one. Maybe Koromoru will do it. Okay. We still got a bronze piece for our trouble, so you can do it, Lenos. Just do a few practice runs. And if you're gonna go for all 255 Umbral Marrows, you're gonna have a lot of practice when it's all said and done with. That's not true. I mean, you don't have to farm all your ADLs. You could do what I'm doing and then just sell the coins and purchase them off the auction house now. I just don't know how many players actually farm that dude. Boom, 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 boom. I think once it's known that there is somebody actually purchasing the things for top dollar, then you'll probably find more players selling them. Got the quick attacks, Rudos off, no problem, but between sneak attack and Rudos cloned. Ugh. I remember you talking about that. That film is the lame. Can't see over you, Mr. Orc. You're too big. Even Kitty has trouble getting over it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take out the old man. And then we're gonna take out his summoner. Because, you know, because of Dent. Goodbye. Oh, we took out the summoner at the same time. So sad. Is there a change coming in February for the last part of the RME upgrades? Maybe. I really don't know. You would think, but as far as I understand, they haven't really finished anything yet. No, they might have. I think they just added the quest that starts it, but you know, like I said, I really don't know. Weapon skill. I procced them both. That them calls for a beer. Didn't you mind killing that other one with your kitty cat, please? Because we proc both the paladins. No invincible. I don't even think they really got anything off. Not even a flash. What they require, I think, is going to rival Aeonix. Sounds right. Aeonix. Yeah. I kind of wish they would actually buff the shields a little bit more, but the shields are pretty good by themselves. I'm gonna go grab a beer. I'll be right back. It'll just take a moment. Oh, sorry about that. It's one of them days when even the limes don't fit in your beer bottle. Come on, kitty kitty. Cheers. Alright, so who's this dude? Looks like an orc. Like a monk. We're gonna spam that. We're gonna spam this. I don't know if I want to go after the Onyx. I know that's probably not something you want to do solo. We had like a whole bunch of like-minded individuals and we're trying to work on getting each other's... That'd be a thing. Why this zone? We're just focusing on bronze pieces right now. So what we're doing... This is the battle plan. We got all the orcs, the high-level orcs in this little area right here. And they all drop bronze pieces. And then over in this area, you got the bunnies, the high-level ones. And during the 8 o'clock to 1600 hour, the idea is to use the job ability procs. And they also drop bronze pieces. And we are hoping to get... we'll proc on that guy. We're hoping to get maybe 500 bronze pieces by the end of the run. Go ahead and just get Dent involved in here. I think he's going to be dead pretty soon anyways. I have 2 stacks on the auction house since the 8th. Really? And they're not so... Wow. Wow. I would think bronze pieces would sell, unless you got the price too high, but even then, when I was selling T-shells, I was cranking the price up, not a lot, just 10%, which 10% of 400k is still 40k higher than what everybody else is doing. They would sell slower, but they would sell. While at the same time also helping them, you know, sell the overall price. But of course, once I stopped, they started going back down. 400k sounds fair for a stack of bronze pieces. It really does. I wonder if you can run around up a bunch of orcs and use Cricket Pet. Yeah. And then you have to sit around and wait. I hate to say it. For all the respawns. And then the other question is, can Cyndaquil actually get Treasure Hunter off on all those orcs? And a good thief could. I'm not a good thief. You would instant kill him, yeah. Since as a job ability proc attempt, you don't need to worry about killing them as fast. I kind of agree with Ravenwolf that they get instant kill probably before they procced. This one's procced. And a spectral jig instead of just hitting kill button. Cheers. No. Foot soldier. Or little foot soldier. Can't get him procced either. Oh well. Well, we got one bronze piece. That's a statue. This is a white mage. Go ahead and get an assistant here. Not that we need to proc this guy, but go ahead and get him killed. You have to remember, only 1/3 of the mobs you would be attacking won't proc to job ability. This is probably true, so proccing everything won't matter. Yeah. You still have to wait on respawns. So there's the whole, yeah, you're probably killing faster in the grand scheme of things, and I'm sure the math would agree. But then you're just stuck with the whole, and yeah, they only take 5 minutes to respawn. But at the same time, it's like 4.5 minutes of waiting. Job ability monsters, mobs overcamped? Not so much. I seriously doubt it. We're just going straight for... Yeah, there's only one other dude here, so I don't think it's a problem. We're just trying to go straight for coins, bronze pieces. And then it's more of a test. I want to actually count, see if we actually get 500 bronze pieces by the end of the night. And if so, or after 2 hours, then this would be an actual improvement over rotating the 3 camps, because one way of looking at it, and this wasn't the way I thought about it before until trying to remember the name of the guy that was on last night. Oh, Ringo was saying you focus on the coin that sells for the most, which in this case is the bronze pieces, and then use what you need, sell what you don't, and then you're maximizing your actual gil per hour per se. Even if you total number of coins might be lower, you have to remember that if 1/3 of those coins sell for half of what these are going for, it may still be a total increase, but you know, I don't have any statistics or math to back it up at the moment. This is just more want to see how it works out. And last night, just doing a partial run, there were some actual, we got like over 300 coins in just a little over an hour, so this could work. And as for your respawn timer, go kill the lower level orcs. This is true, because they're not that far away. Decisions. And we're gonna kill? We weren't even trying to proc this dude. Procced. Happy day. Oh, never mind. Maybe he procced. He only dropped 1 coin. Oh well. Alright, we're gonna run back over here now, and who do we want? Let's take out the black mage. Oh, he stunned me. Who does that? I'm gonna start. It does say fart. Alexand. I might try that idea, but I gotta try this camp as thief first. Would need to clear 600 singles for me to say it's worth it. That would be a lot of singles. I don't know why. Yeah, let's not do that one. This is the button you want. Ability, weapon skill, let's do Aeolin Edge. Nobody got procced. I was hoping to do it on the right wood, but oh well. Yep. I felt out farming. And then run over here and slowly kill this guy. Whirl Claws is only 1 charge as well, I believe, in case you don't have ready reduction time. I think that does. see. I just always love this one. Under abilities, it's under pet command. Yeah. And then ready a razor fang. Those physical damage. Okay, never mind. I was thinking something else. Rawr would probably be decent as far as AoE Javes, but I'm only missing the JP reduction. Use bombs wisely. What the hell's up with... What are they all talking about now? Not you guys. Talking link shell chat. I missed something apparently important. But, oh well. They're all talking in caps. And we're gonna run this way. But soldier, I think we've got enough TP for another weapon skill. Go and give it a try. We do. But it wasn't enough to do it. Oh well. Don't know if Curse Sphere is considered magical, else Fly Pet is an option as well. Here's a grappler. Here's a job ability spam, followed with another. Oof, excuse me. This dude's not proccing. Do the macros again. Maybe this will get it. Yeah, Roll Claw would work, but I don't think it would do enough damage compared to a bullet. There we go. And we're gonna go and get this one. Hopefully we'll proc him before he Eagle Eye shots us. All pet readies are considered job abilities. Yes. Every now and then we've been lucky with Razor Fang. Sometimes it's done a proc. Uh-oh. Kitty's gonna get 100-fisted. Save the kitty! There we go. Kitty's been saved. Okay. Alright. Should be fine. Yeah, I understand. We don't want orange kitties. Uh-huh. That could have gone bad. I actually referred to Mrs. hair color as orange and she didn't strangle me. We'll test share the results. Because it's not considered what the abilities are, but what it is for you. Stabby McStab. Alright. We're gonna go and take out that Ifrit. We get this stabbed here, and then we're gonna get to kill command here, and the summoner's all like, I'm getting out of here. Can't really blame him. I'd run away too. Okay, learned a new thing. Yo. I don't even know how he procced him. I'm glad we did. It's gotta be all Koromoru. And if that's the case, then I kind of feel bad all those times that we got him killed and laughed about it. No proc in there. And we're gonna sneak over here. Looks like a mesmerizer. Yep. Is it bad that you can tell what the mobs are without the names up before you target them? Not really. I mean, they got the big giant staff and the bag over their head, so how difficult is that? Ability, ability. 6 in-game hours till we get to continue. Let's do a ranged attack T. See if we actually hit the dude. Ranged attack T, go. We hit it for 54 points of damage. Yes. If you use Beast and Dynamis, back when you first could solo Dynamis, it was very handy with Dippy because you can AoE proc job ability mobs with their noise one. Yes. And if I remember correctly, Dippy also has a stun. Of course, I don't know if the stun was what would make it handy. Maybe I'm just thinking of the Blue Mage spell. That was a stun. In fact, that was the whole reason we were leveling Blue Mage, was for that spell, so that maybe we could use that to clear Bosidine. Bosidine, yes. Yep, remember that, but I used Falcor a lot. Cora used Falcor a lot too. And he also used the Hippogriff. I don't remember the name of the Hippogriff. To the point that when I actually got my beast up to 99 and I was looking for those pets on the auction house, I was like, why does nobody sell these anymore? And I asked players if they had them, and they were like, oh, nobody uses that anymore. Use the tiger. I'm like, okay. The tiger was cheap. I went ahead and purchased tiger, and I was like, I love Kitty. We're never unusing Kitty ever again. Speaking of which, I'm surrounded by kitties. Dippy's got Treasure Hunter, if I remember correctly. Let's take out this dude. Oh, Hippogriff is Falcor. So which one's the big purple bird? Because that one was fairly strong, too. Ability, weapon skill, AO and edge. Oh, well, we pissed off the tombstone. Just ever so slightly. Not gonna be alive much longer. There is a 99 version. Maybe that's what he was using. It's not like I was taking notes back then. I was just... I mean, I was still at level 75 mindset for Dynamis, where, you know, I'm hugging the walls, I don't want to aggro the entire zone accidentally, and this, that, and the other, and... I think Korra was kind of maybe getting a kick out of it, too, because he just let me do that kind of stuff. It wasn't until we actually made it into Bosidine that he was like, alright, I'm going to need you to go after some of the time extensions now. And I'm like, no, I'm going to die. He's like, you'll be fine. And he was right. I was fine. I thought it was a lot more difficult than it was. And then we tried to kill the zone boss and spam chain spell death on us. I was like, really? Who does that? But, oh well. Yummy. We're going to get you, Mr. Hooker. Bam, and kill. I guess we don't need to be using job ability spams anymore. Any more coins. Alright, we're gonna start working our way back. Pick up any repops. Like this here foot soldier. Looks like... oh, never mind. Thought he was using invincible, but just because he has a shield doesn't mean he's a paladin. Oh well. I don't know if I'll ever disassociate the paladin mob, the paladin orc being the one without shield. Seems so wrong. Yeah, you're stuck. You're unstuck now. Ability spam. If we're lucky. This one will proc early. We don't appear to be getting lucky. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Okay, if we're lucky, we'll automatically target the avatar. Okay, that's fine. And we're going to kill this dude. Kill both those dudes. And there was no death. Yay. Vanguard Trooper or Vanguard Grappler? Or go and get the Amputator. It's over here. Chilling. You mean swooping as the big bird pet? That's probably it. It's like a purple, pinkish colored, very dandy looking. I don't remember the names of it. I think I would, but I'm not even a great Beastmaster. We got Beast up to 99 on Cyndaquil, and then we didn't do anything with it. That's not true. I think we did like 1 or 2 fights with it. We got controllers being a little funny all of a sudden. Ability, weapon skill, lineage, go. Really, go. And it didn't even do anything. Kill. Why is the controller being so silly all of a sudden? Oh well. Alright, let's go after the Beastmaster. Get some TP. Beastmaster, go after the monk. Get some TP. Ability spam. Yep, that's the one, and that one can tank like a boss as well. Didn't want to say anything about that. I'm... For the record, I am not even embarrassed or afraid to admit that I don't know what I'm doing in FF11. I've been away too long, even when I was doing this on a day-to-day basis with friends and stuff. I focused on one job, and one job only, and that was Monk. And that being said, I haven't even bothered to keep up to date on all those things that there is to do with Monk now. And unfortunately, Monk is great, but for the way I play, the only thing that it's good for right now is getting the 500 plus damage Records of Eminence thing really quickly. I mean, if I was to go fight the lizards that I usually do in more basalt fields, yeah, do a ton of damage. You don't really take a whole ton of damage either, and Monk subbing Dancer is okay. It's not awesome, and we got slept. Cyndaquil, wake her up, please. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and take out this pillager. Once I get black belt, then things will probably change. Once I get a lot of accessories, things will probably change. But unfortunately, I don't want to focus on Monk on Cyndaquil. That's always been Dentral's specialty, and that's kind of what I want to keep that focused on. Cyndaquil, we'll let her be Paladin. I think she looks good in the Paladin gear, and that's the only reason. Back in the day, I was a know-it-all. Back in the day, we were all know-it-alls. What I loved the most on QCDN was everybody seemed like everybody. Let's toss that out there. It seemed like everybody had their own opinion on how to play your job. At the same time, they would never play your job, but they all knew that you were doing it wrong, and they were not afraid to tell you you were doing it wrong. To be honest, I don't care about meta. If the job is fun, I will play. If not, I won't. There you go. There's some truth to that. It's when I was in here on doing the exact same thing that I'm doing right now, except doing it on Paladin instead of a Thief. with the idea of, well, he can get more job points this way. But at the same time thinking, you don't go into Dynamis for job points. I was running events, so needed it. Yeah. I will agree with that. Metapod, our Link Shell leader, he was the one that was pretty much running everything. I would do everything that I could to assist him. Oops, that's not the one you want. Switch target quickly before they kill the Hecates and charm us all. Probabilities. Get an assist on here. And he always told me that he couldn't do it without me. Cut it out, guys. We got Mr. Fluffy Tail action going on behind me. Did he get procced? Oh, never mind. Must have died. We even got the dude. Didn't mean to get the dude. I forgot what I was talking about. Mato was a great guy. He knew what needed to be done. He was actually pretty good about getting it done, too. Now we're ready to kill this thing. But he also left Final Fantasy XI around the same time I did, when stuff started to get... I don't want to call it boring. We hit a point where one of our core Link Shell mates passed away, and it just wasn't the same. We certainly tried to carry on without her, because we're pretty sure she would want us to carry on without her, but just didn't feel right. I just returned, but I'm catching up fast. Still so much I don't know. Yeah. I mean, they've changed so much. Even from just a year ago. If you had never left the game and then took a break a year ago thinking, well, that's pretty much all they're going to do with FF11 now. Like, no. No. I mean, being able to go back into Dynamis after, you know, that's a thing. Just... trust NPCs and zones that you would never be able to use trust NPCs before. That's a thing. When I came back, you were still limited to just one Dynamis run a day, and if you died and had the home point, then you were done. Gassy all of a sudden. Apologize. But, is that a bad thing? No. I think it's awesome that Square Enix hasn't abandoned the game completely yet. They're taking a much more hands-off approach to it. That can't be dissuaded, but they understand that the gaming community has changed to a more casual-based. I'm fairly casual when it comes to playing FF11, as y'all can tell, and it's, you know, is it the grand old days? No. Is it the good old days? No. But it's still full of nostalgia, and that's why we play. Oh. This is true, Lanos. You're having a hard time, and it's probably because of the server that you're on. I know you want to do a server merge, and I'm not telling you don't server merge. I don't know what Val 4 is like. I don't know if you'll have more fun on another server. I kind of suspect that you would. I don't think Quetzalcoatl might be the place for you, because even my Link Shell that I'm in, it's like they're talking about it's too quiet in here. I try not to do chat in Link Shell again. I'm trying to go hardcore again. That would be cool. I love the idea of going hardcore. One sec. This guy should be proccing. Looks like he procced. Alright, let's back up a little bit, get a kill command going, and Still a lot better than 14 in my opinion. Asura, I think, would probably be a good choice. I've heard good things about it, and even players that were on it. My biggest concern about Asura would be trying to do something like this, and only finding out that, you know, you got other players competing on the same game. I don't half-ass my... I do, but no, it's... Well, that's not true. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. I've always believed that, and I think I do try to make this game more difficult than it needs to be, because there was a time that we got a much greater sense of reward completing stuff. I mean, there was a time that, you know, even getting your artifact armor wasn't easy. You can solo it now. But I saw paladins in scorpion harnesses at level 60 because they weren't able to actually defeat the notorious monster that dropped the body piece yet. And of course, once it got out that there was a paladin who didn't have their artifact body, then, you know, there were players that made a point to remedy that. Made friends with rawr, so I'll get help when needed. There you go. Spam in here. Spam in there. Personally, this is just the way I think I would do it. Before I would do the server transfer, I would actually start a character on the other server, just first off, and just explore it. You know, play it my way still, and then see if I had any trouble, you know, taking a job up to 99. Don't think I would. I mean, the way I play, I don't think really too many other players play it. I love playing Sam. Ooh, Sobro is... Wow. I always thought about leveling up Sam with a ranger sub. It just seemed so much fun. But when it came down to it, you know, I just leveled Sam as quickly as possible on Ventral to get it to 99, and then I was like, well, that wasn't the way you wanted to do it. That wasn't the whole reason we've been putting it off for years and years and years. We can do it again. Yay, coins! Lots and lots and lots of coins. I don't have too much time left. I think we got maybe, I would guess, about half an hour left in here, which will be enough time to finish off on the bunnies. And then we can count our coins, and if we can get 500 doing this method, we'll probably continue. We'll keep trying it for a little while, because before we would get about 200 bronze pieces easily, but we'd also get some money. We can actually crank that up to 5 then. Doing the math in my head, 60 divided by 5 is 12. It would lower down 12 days until we had enough coins to finish up aegis. Given, I don't think we would. I think we could do Dynamis buburimu every day for 12 days straight. We had to take a break every now and then. Thought about Sam with Yoshi and Mythic Great Katana, but so much work. That'd be really fun. Alright, more bunnies over here. If I was to do a mythic weapon, it would have to be on a job I loved. Like, because, I mean, that's what a mythic is. It's got to be a labor of love. And I mean, I love monk. Oops. Who's hitting us? There it is. Can't see the bunny through all the taru taru. You just don't see monk in endgame too much anymore, just because of all the AoE damage that takes to melee players. Given you get your guard capped on monk, there is a pretty good chance that you can actually suppress a lot of that damage, or at least lessen it. We didn't get that dude procced at all. Up with that. Sucks. I come back to toss gear that was OP when I played. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I could ever get over that. I mean, there's some pieces that I refuse to toss. There's some pieces I don't even want to put on the storage tab. Like all of Dent's old level 75 monk gear. I'm never going to toss that. Some pieces I've upgraded. It's still the same. Yeah. Lazenfaust is awesome. But if you have a Safari, is kind of weird, so it would be better to get a weapon for a different job. You know? Lazenfaust, I believe, and I'm not 100% sure. It's easy to look up. I don't know why I don't. I want to say that the people selling Kirana sold for 70k. 70k. Oh, why? Didn't it used to go for 10 million? Easily? I mean, not even back when, during the inflation era? We need to come up with a better name for that period in time where you could sell a stack of fire crystals for 25k. Inflation era might work. It doesn't have a nice ring to it. Does the one that's about to get a salary. Man, I don't have a problem getting Safari. I looked at the total cost, and it looks like it's going to be less than the Aegis. It's a little bit more difficult here and there at certain points, sure, but... Oops. Oh, this was not what I wanted to do. Okay, I'm going to back up a lot. I'm going to let the kitty kill the bunny. And now we're going to spam this. Go and get Janet's assistant on that. Hello, Theories Live. I played when I bought Scorpion Harness for 11 million. I don't miss that. I mean, but there was a time that it was really easy to get a million gil. Well, I say really easy, but if you focused on it. I guess if you focused on anything, you could get it. I bought a airship pass for my Juno mule so she could go back to Windy real easily. Back when a million wasn't too difficult to get, and that was fun. But collector, most end game is Mage, Paladin, Summoner now. I believe that. Or a Hagun for 10 million. Started in 2006. That's my point. Why get Glazenfust if you have Safari? To me, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, this is true. You can't main hand them both. Suppose you can switch between the two, but yeah, it would be kind of showing off. FF11 auction house, you know, hey, look what I got. I'm a hardcore monk, and also just really enjoy getting epic weapons. I hate playing mage, yeah, be it black mage, with white mage color, or whatever. I just don't like it, so I won't play it. Nothing wrong with that. Back in the good old days, I leveled white mage a lot. Originally, it was just get it to 20 so I could cast sneak on myself while fishing. because I was getting tired of getting detected by the sea horror while on the ferry. I level mage for one thing, Matt. Gold was easy to get. RMT. Well, I never used RMT. Again, it was... I like making the game more difficult than it needs to be. It makes logical sense. You know, why spend 10 weeks of time getting in-game currency that you could spend, say, 10 minutes worth of time of money that you make at your real job, in real life job, I guess is a better way of saying it. You know, give that to a gold seller, they turn around and give you the in-game currency, and then bam! You know, problem solved. The missus bought currency for her Taru Taru cooking meal so that she could take cooking all the way up to 100. And, did she need to do it that way? No, she didn't. She just wasn't having fun farming. I think her thing that she farmed was Beastman blood. Until I got to level of selling drops to people. Yeah. And it just gets faster, I suppose. Spam that. And we're gonna spam that. And turn around and continue killing that. It does look like it proc. I didn't see it proc, but I'm starting to get a little baited. We're doing on time. I still got an hour. Put that there. We're gonna kill that there. And I can't believe I was cold earlier. I'm like sweating now. I really hope I'm not coming down with something, because there's somebody else that's already calling in sick to work, so I can't. I mean, I could, but it'll probably burn the store down. I would burn the store down, but that's one way of getting unemployment for a little while. I leveled Rune to 50 as a sub for blue, but Rune was kind of fun. Thinking about getting it 99 for shits and giggles. No idea about its potential. I haven't even unlocked Rune and Geo yet. I'm not sure if I want to do that before or after I do the SOA missions. I'm kind of leaning to after. But maybe I don't know if there's going to be, like, you know, lore that I'll miss if I do it too early, or lore that I'll miss if I do it too late. Yeah, druggies need their drug. Well, tomorrow's Friday. That's our, like, #1 hydrocodone day. And it's also January, so everyone's got new insurance. Oh my god. It's... Everybody forgets that come January, you have deductibles that need to be met. And it's not that, why is the price so high? You did it wrong. Do it again. And I'm like, if I did it wrong, it would have come back rejected, and, you know, but not the case. Then I don't know. It's just, it was cute the first several hundred times, but it's already gotten old, and I'm sorry that Obamacare isn't the answer that we all wanted it to be, but I think my customers are starting to wake up to that. I unlocked for Records of Eminence and Fame Weekend High. Well, it's also payday for a lot of folks, and that's when they can afford to pay for their really expensive medications, is on payday. Drugs are expensive. It's stuff that we used to be able to buy. This one drug, Lanoxin, with a generic digoxin, like blood pressure or something. I don't know what it's for. 1,000 count bottle you could get for like $12, and then we would turn around and sell it for. This was one of those drugs that Walmart would sell a month's supply for $4. It was that cheap. Obama. I guess you do taxes. No, I sell prescription medication. I am a pharmacy tech. I used to be able to get my weekends off, and that was the whole reason not to be a pharmacist. Now I don't get my weekends off, and I'm like, should have just finished pharmacy school. But no, that's greater fact. I'm making overtime, and that's approaching what a pharmacist makes. He's the one that gives you the pills. I'm the one that files the insurance, and I also get to argue with the insurance companies about their inability to actually pay full price on a medication. It's not the insurance company's fault that the price of medications are skyrocketing. It's not Obama's fault that the price of medications are skyrocketing. There's a lot of folks that are guilty of that. A lot of it's just greed. Doing stuff that should put Jim in prison. Put him in prison. Wait, are you talking about Obama or are you talking about me? I don't think I'm breaking the law. He's not willfully. There's a lot of laws that be easier to break just so we can make some money, but in theory the US is a democracy, but in my opinion the choice between two parties isn't real democracy. No, it's not a democracy, it's a republic. And we vote in our representatives to represent us, and the cards are stacked as to who we get to choose from. It's Commander Denali. Like the song goes, it's all about the money. This is true. I mean, yeah, that's probably the one thing that America is fixated on. I really don't understand why it isn't that we're such a religious people. Why aren't our religious leaders reminding us that we're not supposed to be what's the word I'm looking for? Worshipping idols, and the big American dollar sign is probably the biggest idol that we do worship. I'm not religious, or less, but I don't know, it's just is what it is. You can't change people overnight. I don't even try to change them. Just do what needs to be done. Hey, Denali, sorry I'm not political, but if the people didn't like Obama as much as they say now, he wouldn't have been in office 2 terms. This is true. It's always easy to blame the guy in charge. I remember we were blaming George Bush W for everything. And was he the smartest guy? No. But he's the guy we voted in. Sure, it was close each time. And the next, I think all our elections are going to be really close for a while. Well, no, I take that back. W's re-election was not so close. In my country, our government is a coalition of 3 to 4 parties, yep, parliament, at the moment, and we have probably more than 20 different parties total. I've never really studied in on parliamentary systems. It really does seem like, though, that that's probably the ideal setup. I mean, I don't have any examples at hand. It really does seem like every time that a country has tried to emulate America's democratic system or republic, as the president tends to get too much power, and that always tends to lead to dictatorships. I'm surprised that America itself hasn't fallen into a dictatorship. It would take a dictatorship to fix a lot of our problems too. I finally got to see the new Star Wars. Congratulations. I still haven't decided if I want to take the missus to go see that before we go see Zoolander 2. All my drinking buddies have told me that it's silly to see Zoolander before Star Wars, but oh well. I'm going Saturday. After second term, he started really doing a lot of BS. You know, I don't know why we're still killing these bunnies. That being said, I don't know why we got so many coins off these bunnies. Time to proc 'em is over. Moving back to orcs. Don't have that much time left in here. But we still got an hour to it, so yeah. Always, a lot of the people I work with, people that know me, are surprised that I haven't seen Star Wars yet. And I just brush it off saying, you know, I'm not into fantasy movies. I'm into sci-fi movies when I watch movies. That being said, I stream a game called Final Fantasy 5 nights a week, so why am I not into fantasy movies? Just not. We do have a problem, though, in Europe. That is the rise of extreme right parties. It seems alarm bells for me. Yeah, I'm going forward to the new... Oh, Zoolander's just going to be fun. The last one was really fun. And I hate to admit that I enjoyed it as much as I did, but it was great. It's... Here's my big take with what's going wrong with the world right now. Mankind has always been at odds with one another. It's from the beginning of time. You can even look at the Bible, the Cain and Abel thing, you know, it's just, it's what we've done well. Cortana and Halo would say that mankind's oldest profession isn't the prostitute, it would be the warrior. There have always been warriors. Humans have always been at war. Oh, Lannis Rep's taken off. Good night, Lannis Rep. I didn't even see that till just now. I'll catch you next time. Best San Francisco move to me is sci-fi movie. San Francisco. Love the music and the settings. Blade Runner was beautiful. I liked 2001. I liked the first Star Trek movie. I think special effects wise it holds up very well. That being said, I have trouble actually sitting there and appreciating the movies because they're a little too quiet for me. If it's on a side TV, I can watch it, but you know, just sitting there and just watching it, I don't have the attention span for that anymore. That's on me, not on the movies. But anyway, finishing the little diatribe that I had started earlier. We've been at war with one another forever and ever and ever and ever, and I'm not sure that's something that we can turn off overnight. I'm a felon and will always have a gun. Nothing wrong with that. Legal in this country. I just don't want, you know, don't like people shooting each other. I understand needing to defend yourself. I don't understand that SOB cut me off. Ruin his day. Like, that's dumb. Don't do that. But, you know, that's why they call it road rage. The one thing that's different than what was, say, like 300 years ago is 300 years ago, we didn't have the ability to blow up every single city on the earth within 30 minutes. We do have that ability now, and that's a power that needs to be respected. We have the capability. Do we have the temperaments to not do that? I don't think so. I think there's a lot of people on this planet that actually look forward to the apocalypse. I mean, what's this whole love affair with zombie movies? What's, you know, end of the world type stuff? I would think that would be terrible. No internet, no air conditioning. And there's other people that are like, well, you know, there's not going to be any zombies. There's not going to be any meteors crashing in and blowing everybody up. But there could be a financial collapse. And yeah, that's something to worry about. And sure, maybe something to prepare for. Something to look forward to? No. No. I mean, if I didn't have enough money to play Final Fantasy XI when I wanted, oh my god. Is that Beast Trust good for proccing? It's not a Beast Trust. It's another account, and I'm... yeah. And he is good for proccing. Let's see. Like in Frankie's song, Two Tribes, imagine war breaks out and nobody shows up. It's BS. We're using drone strikes on innocent people too. Yes. It's... I don't know. It's... They say we're fighting terrorists. We say we're striking them there so they don't strike us here. And they have struck us here. I don't buy the whole... We get them there, we fight them there, we don't have to worry about fighting them here. And he's like, no. You can make things more difficult for them, sure. You can't... You can outlaw all Muslims so that they can never get on a plane and you never have to worry about another 9/11 thing. I don't think that's going to make us any safer. I think that's just going to let them be a little bit more creative on how they're going to attack us. And you're going to piss off a lot of innocent people that, you know, just had the simple mistake of being born. We don't get to choose our skin color. We don't get to choose our parents. We don't get to choose what country we get born in. You know, it's... My mom's family comes from Mexico. I'm mixed heritage, if you want to call it that. My dad's family, you know, is predominantly white. I don't know if you can tell that or not. But I think they're more mixed blood than, you know, I am. Yeah, that's not exactly true. I guess I'm a combination of many things. Texas used to be part of Mexico. We took it from them via war. Well, Texas broke away and then we joined the United States. But we did it violently. But we do it too. Yes. It's... I'm not trying to say that terrorists are the only ones that we need to fear, and that they're the ones that are going to get the bombs and they're going to blow us up. You know, if that happens, it's going to suck, yes. But it's also going to suck that no matter who drops the bomb, North Korea does it on Japan, that's going to suck. North Korea drops it on South Korea, that's going to suck. They drop it on America, yeah. I mean, anybody that gets it is not cool. Is that reason to blow North America off the map? I don't think so. We're hypocrites, you know? Very much so. For the longest time, I tried not purchasing a lotto ticket for the simple fact that I believed the lottery to be a poor tax. That being said, when I got up to 1.6 billion yesterday, a lotto tickets. Only because, you know, it's like, it's only 20 bucks. But at the same time, you know, and then, guess what? I paid the poor tax. You know, sure, there are 3 folks now that won it, and great for them. They never have to work again if they don't want to. And it's also a matter of perspective. Imagine you live in the Middle East, get bombed by a Western nation, yeah, lose all your family. That would piss me off. Yes, it would. Because I don't think that they would look at it in such a way that go, if only we had done something about the extremists in our own nation. No. 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 We only F with countries we can bully. We create terrorists, yes. I'll agree with that. Primarily, once a country actually gets the bomb, we tend to leave them alone. You know, I'm sure we used to bully Pakistan and India quite a bit more until they got nuclear weapons and then just left them alone. I think now that North Korea has nuclear weapons, you know, we still pretty much do what they want. They flex their muscles to, you know, get more aid packages or whatever, but I think the only reason that North Korea is still propped up is because of China. They simply don't want a unified democratic Korea on their border. I don't know. It's tough to say. I'm not an expert in world politics. I'm not even an expert in prescription drugs, and that's what I do. 8+ hours a day, you know. I'm pretty snavvy on how to override a insurance claim that rejects. But, you know, that's my forte. I'm not even really good at FF11 anymore, as y'all can tell. But, you know, let's mess with China, Russia, or Japan. All countries that could wipe us off the map in less than an hour if they so wanted to. Not that they would. I don't think any... It would have to get really, 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 really bad if a country would only think, you know, the only way that we can get out of this alive is if we strike first. You know, I don't think it would ever... I hope we don't ever get back to that. Actually, let's switch target to the hawker and spam that one. And the way we deal with those countries, really, is via economics now. I mean, that's how we took out the Soviet Union. It got close to take out the Soviet Union. We did a military build-up to make it look like that we were getting ready to go to war. So they were building their military to prepare for that. America was able to afford it. Soviet Union was not, and then... And that's how you got the Berlin Wall to fall. I don't know if that was necessarily the smartest way to go about it, but, you know, you can't argue with results. You just need one oops to start all the crap. Yeah. One I mean, look at the Cuban Missile Crisis. Probably the closest that we ever came to global Armageddon. You know, I wasn't alive during that time. I talked to my mom, who was, and she says, you can't believe how scared we were back then. You know, they thought that Cuba, you know, had missile technology that could, you know, blow up San Francisco before we even had a shot to get our missiles up in the air. I'm getting assaulted by somebody from behind here. Fix this real fast here. Bye-bye, Red Mage. It's nothing personal. Dan, you gonna kill it or what? Guess not. Let's just do it this way then, and then follow it up with this button here, and then maybe... Maybe not. This is why you don't mess with Red Mages. If he had actually, like, started doing Chain Spell, Stone Skin, Blink, Cure, you know, we would still get him down. But, you know, instead he was like doing Chainspell, Bio, Poison, and, you know, all these other things so he couldn't sleep us. Square Enix has the AI for that type of behavior. I'm just glad they didn't put it into the Dynamis mobs. Boom, 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 and kill. I know, I apologize. I shouldn't be talking politics and worldviews and all that other stuff. I'm kind of conservative. I mean, I live in Texas, so of course I'm going to be more conservative. I don't consider myself a Republican, though. Don't consider myself a Democrat either. I think there's problems with both parties. So I'll vote for whoever I think is the best candidate. That being said, I haven't seen a presidential candidate that I've liked since Gingrich was trying for the Republican nomination, simply because I thought that the thing that's wrong with the U.S. right now is the fact that the two parties can't talk to each other. Think about a falling comet mistaken as an incoming missile. Yep, so many oops scenarios. You know? I'd like to think that the Air Force has their stuff together where they can tell the difference, but not always. That's why I just hate hypocrites in general, you know? A lot of them. I thought Gingrich, he used to be Speaker of the House, and he was an okay Speaker of the House. Was he awesome? No. But the last time that I think we had a Speaker of the House, the president was Johnson. And sure, Kennedy started the civil rights baby, but it was Johnson that got civil rights done and brought the South kicking and screaming into the 20th century. There are those that I call neighbors that probably disagree that that was a good thing. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But separate but equals was not a good thing. Dallas, that I live in, still kind of lives along segregated lines, but it's blurring. It's a melting pot, and it's going to take many generations for all the ingredients to fully, what's the word I'm looking for? What's a good cooking scenario for blend in, harmonize together, that kind of thing. And if the humanity, I think, can last another 300 to 500 years without blowing each other up, I think we'll be okay. Because by that time, I think, you know, come hell or high water, we'll have the technology to get off this rock and go explore the universe. Oh, I hope so. But we'll see. Yeah. You can't change anybody except yourself. And it's ourselves that we have to look into the mirror every day. And that's the person on this planet that we have to judge. I mean, if you believe in a greater power and there's going to become a day of judgment, then yeah, you got to worry about that one too. We don't need to repair that. But we got him procced, so happy day. We only got 3 minutes left. I'm going to go ahead and start lotting on coins and passing on stuff. Treasure, cast lot, cast lot, cast lot. Not letting me cast on lots for some reason. I'm just going too fast. Get here. I believe Einstein said that World War IV is fought with sticks again. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that. There was an adage I read about antibiotics back when I was in school. Going back 3,000 years, you would get sick, bacterial infection, whatever, you get sick. We would eat a root to get better. Fast forward 500 years, we get religion. Religion tells us, don't eat that root is pagan. Pray, and you'll get better. So we started praying. Fast forward another, I think there was something else in between, I forgot what it was, but fast forward to, say, the 1950s, when penicillin came about. And it's like, stop praying, use penicillin. Oh, before that it was the vaccination, smallpox. Here, you know, stop praying, take this vaccination, don't get pox. Don't take that vaccination. Take this penicillin. You know, go a couple years, you know, the bugs get resistant to penicillin. It's like, well, start taking tetracycline. You know, they get resistant to tetracycline. Well, then, you know, we've got 20 other antibiotics that have come up over the decades, and they've all adapted to all the antibiotics now. And we've reached that point where it's like, well, stop taking the antibiotics, eat a root. That was about just as good for you as it was going to be. That's not true. Antibiotics are still wonderful medications. Very expensive at times, but sometimes worth it. Alright, dent's out. We should be getting kicked out of here in about 30 seconds too. Let's go on Spectral Jig so we don't have to worry about coins there. And I'm going to click an item here. Actually, hold on. Might as well just wait and add all the coins together. See if we got over 500. I hope we did. I think we're probably a little short though. There were a lot of mobs that we didn't proc as often as we wanted. Easily got over 300. Easily. Probably even got over 400. I don't know if 500 though was something that we could have done. Alright, now we're just waiting on Dent to show up. Now hit the trade button. Set augment. Is that all pieces that makes or a couple? I don't know. If I was a betting person with knowing Square Enix, I would say it'd be the whole set. But the way to check it, I think, would just be, you know, take off all the pieces. Here, hold on, let me trade these coins real quick, and I'll check with Dent's, because what Dent's wearing has a that augments defense, I think, and that's an easy way to check. So, whoop. We got a couple hundred coins. Not good. Hoping for more. Alright, click OK, click OK. Let's take a look. Alright, his defense is 935. Alright. That physical damage taken my... Dang it. That's not a good way to check now. And I don't know what happened to his belt. Why he wasn't wearing it the entire time, but oh well. Shoot. There's no way to test that, is there? Does Cynic will have something that we can test? No. Let's look at the SBL cap. Here's a magic bonus haste. I don't see it. What about this one? Set refresh +3. And of course she was on a mage job. I don't know. I'm sure somebody knows, but I'm not that one. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we came in here with a little, so yeah, we got over 400 coins this way. Assuming that they go for 500k easy on the auction house, they sometimes go up for 700k. Then that would be about 2 million-ish in 2 hours. That's not too bad. Great, but also, is there other guildies than FF11, other guys in FF11 and BG Wiki? Probably. I think BG Wiki is probably the most updated. Let's just ask the link show real quick. Somebody else might know. I'm going to ask that first question. CML2. Got a couple... Are the T2 Notorious Monster Soul and that's just questions if anyone knows. Set augments. Is that all pieces need to be worn? That make the set bonus, or can you get a partial bonus with just a couple pieces? And are there any other guides out there besides BG Wiki and FF11 Cyclo FF11 Clopedia? Alright, so back to the question about the augments. You need all the pieces in there unless it's specified that just a couple of pieces do it. Click here and... Sorry, Sanaki. Sorry, your question late. No idea. And thank you, Whipping Post and Ruckus. This Pally is so in Pazuzu. So if you gear change one item out, you lose the augment for the weapon skill or magic burst, etc. Okay. That's good to know. I need to actually, run to a survival guide. FF11 Auction House has some guides. This is true. They do. This is where I looked up on my Paladin guides. Was the FF11 Auction House. Completely forgot about that. I think there was one other site. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it's being updated though. Probably isn't. Found it from, let's see, the Klaskius equipment. Let's see, I just choose Thief, Mithra, All, and then hit me out. Just going to click Aeneas, and then see which links it has. Yeah, Klaskius equipment just shows Encyclopedia, BG Wiki, and FF11 Auction House. I think if you go to FF11 Auction House, though, they will also provide links to GE, which is... I don't know what GE is. I'm just going to click it. Gamers Escape. FF11. I don't know how good of a site that is, but you might want to take a look at it. And they also had the Wikia, or FF11 Encyclopedia, the BG Wiki, and FF11 Database, which I think is pretty much a site from the add-on that Guildworks uses. Basically gives what drops off what percentages and what zones and that kind of thing. So yeah, I hope that helps. I'm not an expert, so I can't really say. I primarily use FF11 Encyclopedia. Not necessarily because I think their information is the best. I just like the way the information is laid out. I can understand it that way. BG Wiki, while their information is more up-to-date, I really don't like the way it's laid out. So, yeah. Take that with a grain of salt. It's all personal preference, really. FF11 Auction House also has some truly horrendous ads, but that's easily fixed as well. Alright, so we're going to go to the survival guide. Teleportation assistance. Let's go ahead and do select amongst favorites. There's Devoy. Using tabs. Do the Wayne's World. Do. Trying to find updated guide to Black Mage. I would start with, I've never looked at it, but try the subreddit for Asura server. Maybe it's there. FF11 Auction House might also have a decent guide. I doubt Square Enix's FF11 forums would be decent, but I don't know. I really haven't leveled Black Mage since trying to beat Chains of Promathia back when level caps were still a thing. And when I leveled it on Cyndaquil, it was just taking it up to 75. I leveled Black Mage like I leveled Monk, except with a stone spell tossed out here and there. Because that's the kind of player I am. I suppose I could ask that too. Anybody know? Last question. Anyone know of any decent and up-to-date guides on leveling Black Mage? Let's see what they say. Watch it just be no. It'd probably be silent. Nobody ever really says no when they don't know the answer. They just ignore the question. It's probably the way to do it. Alright, so this should get us up to 44 silver pieces. 1, 2, Sorry, my black mage has been done for a while. No worries. Thank you, though. Alright, time to count. There we go, 44 silver pieces. So we're still not halfway there. But we're getting closer. We're 4 coins closer than we were this time yesterday. So, yeah. That's a thing. Alright, Dent, let's go ahead and get your warp ring equipped as well. Equipment. It's already on. Items. Warp ring. You too, Cindy. Of course, this is gonna... What level? I'm asking for a friend. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm asking for a friend. Mine is at 75 for the Xbox achievement. I leveled it monk style. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Leonos, you want to tell us what level your black mage is? Actually, no, you're not saying leveling. You're just saying updated guide to black mage, so it might be endgame. I think he's looking for what to wear and do for endgame. Just keep thinking every coin is one closer to my goal. Exactly. Except for the ones that get away from you. What to wear and do for endgame funsies. 99, yeah. His is 99. Higher than mine. Alright. Item. Warp ring. It's not Sandor. Oh, that's right. We changed home points last night. Oops. Alright, let's go ahead and get Dent in the Mog House. Actually, no. Let's go back to Sandy. We'll just go ahead and use home point crystal. Take us to port. Look, Cyndaquil's already there. Shoot. Alright, travel to another home point. Current region. Prelude? No. Not current region. Are you playing on Xbox or PC? I'm actually playing on both. Cyndaquil's screen, she's on PC, and I'm using that one. Dentrol, I still play him. I'm currently playing him on the Xbox. Won't be able to play him for much longer on the Xbox when they discontinue support, but I've got a extra PC down in storage that's a Windows XP machine. I think I can get that up to specs, and I'll just convert it over that way. I'm looking for Sandoria. I don't know why. I'm having such a hard time finding it. Alright, Mog House. Yes, please. There we go. Hee hee. So fun times there. There we go. And Cyndaquil. Used to. We first started way back in 2004. It was PC only. And then when the missus got tired of me playing at the same time that she wanted to play, I went ahead and updated my PlayStation 2 so that I could play at the same time with her. And that was when I learned of the joys of the DualShock 2 controller while playing FF11. And I never went back. Even on the PC now, I still play with the DualShock 2 controller. I think it's just awesome. It's nasty gnarls. Hey gents, just started playing again in Bestock. Any way to easily get the other two nations? Get to the other two nations, or I did just have to run? Honestly, with how easy they've made it to level up, there's a couple ways. They've got Mog tablets. I don't know what server you're on. I don't know what kind of Mog enhancements they have going on right now, but every now and then they have a Moogle that will teleport you from one zone to another, or from one city to another. That's not guaranteed though. The easiest way would be just to run, and chances are if you were to actually kill every mob along the way, you would probably get up to level 30 just running from Bestock to Sandoria. no problem. Is it as much fun as running on a level 1 job and trying to see if you can dodge all the goblins in the dunes? No. I would try and do it on a level 1 job, but I like to make things more difficult than they need to be. Oh! It's a little early. I'm afraid I'm going to have to turn the stream off a little early because the missus really wants me to unplug the modem and plug it back in. That might be a thing. I know I said last night that I was going to do the next abyssea quest tonight. We are going to do that tomorrow night. Hopefully I will be in a better mood. I'll be feeling better too. But I'm going to crawl into bed. Try and get 6 hours before I have to get back up and go back to work. But, oh! So anything else that needs to go on? No. So it's going to be abyssea tomorrow night. If it plays like the last several, we'll probably be done with the zone stuff after about an hour. Excuse me. And then we'll go ahead and play with Behemoth for a little while. And I'm thinking of... Sounds good. I was just asking because I wanted to get more trust. Make getting sub-job items easier. Yeah, if you could get Non-Amigo from Winters, that would be the one that gives you Treasure Hunter. That would be a decent one, a decent trust NPC to go after if you're actually going to run from one town to the other. The hardest part would be riding the ferry, I think. Hide down in the hold. It's going to be boring for the 20 minutes it takes to travel from Zelbina to Mahara. But if Sea Horror's up, you know, that's going to suck. That's just my own personal opinion. I mean, it's FF11. You can try and kite the Sea Horror around the masthead if you wanted to. I've seen players do that too. But yeah, I don't know if Treasure Hunter actually has any effect on EX rare items. I think I've heard that they don't. So there's that. The stock trust NPCs, they're okay. Kupipi, though, she's a pretty decent healer and worth getting. Non-Amigo's also pretty decent for Treasure Hunter, and I think worth getting. Excamil, he's alright. Corilla, she's not so great. But once you can get access to Treon, he's pretty rock solid. I think you'll be okay with him. And another thing, Nasty Gnarls, I don't know if you're still watching, but regardless of TH, I could just use another body. Yes. Under Quest, we have, and you probably already know this, I'm just going to point this out just in case you didn't, because I didn't. Under Objective List, you have Tutorial. Under Tutorial, you have Basics, clicking Basics, you have all these things here. One of them is called Call Forth an Alter Ego. You click that, then you go outside, you call forth an alter ego, you get a success, and it gives you a cipher for Valinarol, who is a tank. He's pretty decent too. I had a friend who was convinced that it was a chick, but I'm pretty sure it's a he. Once you learn Valinarol, you get another deal where you can select Valinarol, and basically you want to go and summon him outside. Doing that completes that and unlocks Mili Aliapo, who is a white mage, and you also get the cipher for her, and basically keeps repeating down the list. After you do the quest for Mili Aliapo, you get a cipher for Tenzin, who's a DPS samurai. Pretty good. I like him a lot. Doing the one for Tenzin will get you Adelheid, the scholar. I don't like her, but you might. She's got a skirt, so, you know, there's that. And then doing her will get you Jochum, who's a bard. Not a great bard, but still a bard. So, and this will get you a little bit of a starter step going here. So, did not know that. Pretty awesome. It was Lanos Rep who told me... Actually, I think it was Lanos Rep who told me about that. If it was some... Watch it be Commander Denali. And I apologize, Denali, if you were the one that told me and I'm messing that up. It's usually Lanos Rep that tells me about everything else, though. Or was it Big Tom? Oh. I need to write it down. give credit where credit's due. If you're in the stream and you're the one that told me, please speak up now. But yeah, this way it'll make it easier running to the other cities. But your first trip to Sandoria, you might as well go ahead and wait till you get the rank 3 stuff anyways, because you're going to be headed over there anyways. Although, if you can actually get up to level 20 and get your sub job and then fight your way to Juno for the Chocobo quest, that makes traveling so simple. But Chocobo quest is, last time I did it, it still took at least, what was it, 7 hours? Yeah. They need to fix that. But, oh well. I'm gonna log off now because I'm getting really burpy. I apologize about that. Y'all have a great evening. I will catch you next time. I'll be back on tomorrow night around 9 o'clock doing, almost said Repsy's Banner Deal, but no, we're gonna be doing Adventures in Abyssea, killing bosses, getting lost, and trying to look professional while doing it. So wish me luck. I'll catch you next time.